today?
I usually just say testing, hello, testing. So
Testing, yeah, that seems to be working.
Too loud?
Maybe.
Yeah, too loud. Let me bring it down a little.
I don't really have a lot to say at the moment. I'm kind of saving that for later. A little bit more? You want me to keep talking? I really have nothing to say right now.
This is like perfect. That sounds good to me. Sounds good to you? Yes? Okay, good.
All right.
You should leave it right there. You can leave it hooked up and everything. Go. Is this way too loud? This is kind of ridiculously loud, isn't it? Yeah, it's loud. So, how's this? Is this a little bit better? Okay, thank you. Perfect. You guys too? You think it's okay or is it too loud? Is this? It's fine. It's good? Okay, cool.
Shabbat Shalom. If you want, I can whistle.
Would you?
Yeah, I can whistle through that song.
That'd be awesome. Very good.
I got a good whistler.
You have a very good whistle. You and Mary Poppins. I see a horror sketch starting.
If you're already watching a live stream, you didn't know you were going to get that show, did you? Shabbat Shalom! Bye!
Shabbat Shalom. Bye, girls. Bye, Nora.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to everybody here and to everybody who is joining us over our live stream for our choir Shabbats. Very nice. A Shabbat. Well, they're all full of music, but maybe this music lifting us even higher than usual. So, as we begin our service, we have to, I think, at least I do, consciously let go of the week that's gone by. So, take a breath maybe. Close your eyes if you need to. Whatever the stress was that was bothering you, whatever it was that is sitting on your desk maybe, forget about it. It'll get done later. Make some space in yourself to let Shabbat in. Shabbat doesn't just happen. We have to make it. La'asot et HaShabbat. We have to make Shabbat. And so, as we continue to carve out that space inside of ourselves to let the peace of Shabbat enter, simultaneously we welcome the Sabbath bride, Shabbat HaMalkah, page 138, 139, Lecha Dodi, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And I remind you, when we reach our 9th and final verse, please rise and face the entrance to our sanctuary. But for now, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'tibor echad hishmi'anu, el miuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad, v'shem u'letiferet v'tila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha ki bekor, haberacha merosh mikedem lesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tefila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Hitoreri ki ba'arech, kumi uri, shir daberi, kvod Adonai, alayich migla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Bori l'shalom, ateret bala, gam besimcha, u'betzora tochem ole, am segula. Bori chala, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela.
And we continue singing. We have to imagine ourselves singing to the day of Shabbat. We are singing about and to this Shabbat that's entered, page 140, Psalm 92, a psalm written for the Sabbath day.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות עלי אסור ועלי נבל עלי היגיון בכינור מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון.
It's an honor to invite to our bima to light our Shabbat candles Ruth Taubman. Ruth told me that she was going to light, it's a double yahrzeit for her both parents, but to light the candles as her mother would light them. So will you tell us about what you're doing? Well, okay, besides that, tell us in honor of your mother.
She always covered her head, and so I brought one of her old handkerchiefs to cover my head, and she would light the candles. And then she would always gather the light 3 times and then cover her face and say, Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. Oh. Thank you for lighting the candles in her honor. Page 144, the Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה ביומא דברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי תכו בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב יהי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עולמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשא בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמא ואמרו Amen.
We continue with our call to prayer on page 146, the Baruch Hu. Please rise if you're able.
Ya la la, ya la la la, 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 ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. It's been over the course of, I think, the last maybe 2 weeks where I, and I imagine other people too, have really noticed how dark it's getting so early, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's coming to an end soon, right? We're reaching a point of, and then it'll start getting light again, of course. And it's important to remember as we make our way through the service on page 148 that this natural cycle is part of what we thank God for. That it happens and that it gets light again. that it will be lighter longer soon. Even though it feels like it's going to take forever to get back to lots of light. But it's happening. So we thank God for this ongoing cycle of creation, of turning day into night, and eventually night into day. Let's read together on the bottom of page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. And continuing on the bottom of 150. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please rise if you're able, Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
Ve'ahavta et את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We continue reading responsibly on the bottom of page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be at one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Page 158.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi chamach ba'elim Adonai, mi chamach neta b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele. מלכותך ובניך, רוקי היום לפני משה ומרים. זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. יה לה 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 יה לה 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 יה לה לה יה לה 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 יה לה 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 la. ונאמר כיפת אדוני את יעקב גאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Page 161.
Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael.
On page 162, the Shamru, we are told to keep this day, to make it different, to guard it from the rest of them. How do you do that in your life? Page 162.
V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam. V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam. Ki shishet yamim, ki shishet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam. U'bayom ha'sheni Shabbat v'nafash. V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam.
B'Shamru. It's a good one. It's a fun B'Shamru.
It's a fun
It is a
B'Shamru.
fun one. Page 164. We begin the Amidah together out loud through page 100, and you think I remember this by now, 170 through page 170. And then continue silently, either in Hebrew or English, or if those words don't speak to you, the words of your own heart, through page 180, in the Hebrew or English, of course. When you are done with your prayer, if you haven't already taken a seat, please have a seat so that we know we can continue together as one community. Again, 164 through 170 out loud together, 170 through 180 silently to ourselves, or however you'd like to pray. Please rise if you're able.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Vekone Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayeh hakol atara ve'hoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech nofelim ve'rofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishelei afar, bichamocha bal gevurot, umidomelach, melech memit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Seder Kriyat Torah can be found on page 364. Please rise if you're able. It's my honor to invite Greg Lewis, a member of our Board of Trustees.
Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, u'devar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti, v'niromima shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai ha'gedula v'ha'gevura v'ha'tiferet v'ha'netzach v'ha'od. Ki ho b'shamayim u'va'aretz, Ki ho b'shamayim u'va'aretz. Lecha Adonai ha'mamlacha, v'yamit na'aseh lechol rosh. Al shlosha devarim, Al shlosha devarim, Al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim, Al shlosha devarim, Al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim, Al shlosha devarim, Al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim, Al shlosha devarim, Al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Please be seated. Thank you, Greg. Okay, so you can find the section that we're reading from this week's Torah portion in the handout at the top right-hand side. It's an interesting section that you've chosen.
I didn't choose it.
Oh,
Susan chose it.
Susan chose it. Interesting section that you chose, Susan.
I agree. I love it.
Yeah. This issue of restraint it's an interesting idea in Joseph's life of when he's been able to restrain himself from saying too much, from saying too little. Sometimes has been the case now for whatever period of time he's been interacting with his brothers. But he now, as we see, Lo yochal Yosef lehitapek, he is no longer able to restrain himself. And he has to make himself known to his brothers, who he's been misleading now for some time. We talked about this a little bit in last week's Torah study, and continuing what has become a family tradition in this family of misleading other members of the family. But I think it ends here with Joseph. He's able to do what probably all of us in some way or another with some aspect of our families try to do, of end some sort of family cycle that's been a part of our families for some time. It's hard to do, end family cycles, but he's actually able to do it with this family, it seems. There isn't any other hiding oneself, at least physically, the way that we saw Jacob do it, and here Joseph as well. So an important moment of revelation, of self-revelation here at the beginning of chapter 45. Okay, I'll stop talking now. Susan, you're reading for us, yes? But we got like a get her in convention for the Aliyah. Yeah.
Just kind of worked out somehow today this way.
Very good.
Ya'amod Dave Gitterman la'Aliyah.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
I told you the important tag team we have here. Now I've lost it.
There you go. Yeah.
Amen. V'lo yachol Yosef lehitapek lechol hanitzavim alav vayikra hotziu chol ish me'alai v'lo amad ish ito בהתוודע יוסף אל אחיו, ויתן את קולו בבכי, וישמעו מצרים, וישמע בית פרעה. ויאמר יוסף אל אחיו, אני יוסף, העוד אבי חי, ולא יכלו אחיו לענות אותו, כי נבהלו מפניו. ויאמר יוסף אל אחיו, גשו נא אלי, ויגשו, ויאמר אני יוסף אחיכם, אשר מחקתם אותי מצרימה, ואתה אל תעצבו, ואל יכאב בעיניכם, כי מכרתם אותי הנה, כי למחיה שלחני אלוהים לפניכם.
Hold on.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Thank you, Susan. That's good. Was it just last week that Dave read?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and so as I said with Dave, too, Susan is very special. But not because she can read Torah. Any of you can learn how to read Torah. We can teach you. We can teach you how to read it and chant it.
Love to.
Yes. So don't be shy. If you
Are you talking about lifting, or are you talking about wanting to read and lift?
don't be shy. We'll get to lifting. Don't worry. Please see the cantor. See me. We will get you reading and chanting Torah. I promise. It will take some time. That is true, but you can do it.
Time well spent.
Yes. We spend a few moments specifically thinking of friends and family, loved ones who are in need of healing. We are particularly mindful of Johanna Mabry, Charlotte Persky, Debbie Pissarak, Joanne Blumberg, Erica Arnold, Valentina Wolfson, Sally Rose Campbell, Hillary Handwerger, David Bloom, Judy Eisenberg, Milton Child, Jake Waxman, Bridget Ford, Roxanne Poandra, Joel Berger, Mel Friedman, Jeffrey Gersh, Margaret Leslie, Karen Simon, Andrew Pavers, Betsy Mark, Steve Gill, Stacy Young, Elena Weissman, Paul Vanek, Karen Lindenberg, Reuven Levine, Jack Jr. Roper, Amy Pavers, Judah Winston Schwartz, and Roy Vanek. If there are other names to add to our list for healing, please do so as my eyes meet yours. Again in your handouts.
Rifa'enu Adonai v'nei Rafeh, Hoshi'enu v'nei Vashea, El karov lechol korov, ach karov l're'ov yish'or. We pray for healing of the body. We pray for healing of the soul, for strength of flesh and mind and spirit. We pray to once again be whole. Elarifa us now. Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, Refuat Shelema. Ila Rifana. Oh, please heal us now. Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, Refuat Shelema. Heal us now. Hoshia et amecha, uvarech et nachalatecha, oreim v'naseim ad ha'olam. Misheberach avotenu, Misheberach imotenu, Ana Adonai Hoshiana. We pray for healing of our people. We pray for healing of the land and peace for every race and nation, every child, every woman, every man. Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, Refuat Shelema. Ela Rifana. Oh, please heal us now. Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, Refuat Shelema. Heal us now. Heal us now. Heal us now.
We continue as our Torah is lifted and dressed. Mark, if you will, please rise if you're able.
Zota Torah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael. Al pi Adonai biyad Moshe. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Eitz chaim hi lama chazikim ha v'tom heha me'ushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh yameinu kekedem.
Please be seated.
Torah was that I wasn't saying I wanted to lift the Torah. I said that anybody could learn how to lift
yes,
the Torah.
that is true.
As well as
also,
reading.
anybody can learn to lift the Torah. Yes, that's absolutely true. So for the last year and a half, there has been another rabbi in this congregation, Rabbi Daniel Alter. And while he's helped to lead some of our family services during the high holidays, he has yet to give a Devar Torah, a sermon, a drash, whatever you want to call it. So it's an honor to invite him this evening to help us understand this Torah portion a little bit more.
Thank you, Rabbi Josh.
Thank you.
I am a geek, and if I haven't proven that to you yet, I'm about to. Tonight, I'm going to talk about J.R.R. Tolkien, author of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. You see, Tolkien had an idea. That idea needed a name, so he called it Catastrophe. E-U, catastrophe. Catastrophe doesn't have a simple definition. So let's try an example instead. Minor spoiler alert for The Hobbit. On their way to the elf city of Rivendell, Bilbo Baggins and his company of dwarves get captured by goblins and carried deep into the belly of the Misty Mountains. After a harrowing escape, they find themselves on the opposite side of the mountain range, far from their packs and far from the road. They had lost their way. Their original plan in shambles, they stumbled through the next part of their journey, barely surviving scrape after scrape. Only later would they learn that their original path was in fact blocked. Had they not been waylaid, had they been able to continue traveling down that road, their journey would have come to a quick, bleak, and unsuccessful end. Instead, far from where they intended to be, despite the loss of their supplies and their plan, the journey continued. Catastrophe is more than a sudden happy ending, and it's far more than simply Deus ex machina. It is an exceptionally positive consequence of what, until that very moment, seems like utter calamity. And only through calamity can catastrophe emerge. It occurs throughout Tolkien's collected works, and it occurs in this week's Parsha, Vayigash. This week, we heard of Joseph staring down his, to put it mildly, estranged brothers who see before them not their annoying, arrogant, juvenile little brother, but the second most powerful man in all of Egypt. Joseph has the means, the motive, and the opportunity to take revenge for that brotherly betrayal so long ago. For a moment, he gives in to his ego, posturing against his brother Judah. But then he breaks down in tears, sobbing so loudly that his cries can be heard throughout the palace. "I am your brother Joseph," he says. "Come, move to Egypt, you and all your family and all your flocks, so I can provide for you, and we can be together again." After a moment of dumbfounded silence from his brothers, Joseph continues, "Do not blame yourselves for selling me, for God has sent me ahead of you to ensure your survival on earth and to save your lives in an extraordinary deliverance. Niflita Gedolah, an extraordinary deliverance. 20 years before, Judah, Reuben, and all his brothers conspired to capture Joseph, steal a beloved gift, sell him into slavery, and fake his death. And only through that course of events did Joseph come into Pharaoh's court to ultimately save both his family, the forebears of the Jewish people, and the entire nation of Egypt from 7 years of famine. Eucatastrophe, an extraordinary deliverance indeed. It's tempting to see this extraordinary deliverance, this eucatastrophe, as a sign of God's plan. Many, the rabbis included, are quick to do so. However, Maimonides and biblical scholar Robert Alter, no relation, I asked, remind us of the Bible's two-pronged understanding of causation, human and divine. To see only God's plan, influence, or intervention in the story both exonerates his brothers from taking responsibility and undervalues Joseph's efforts, initiative, and personal growth in the story. He is no longer the same entitled boy of his youth, sharing dreams of one day ruling over his father and brothers. When faced with repeated hardship, Joseph made difficult choices, as we all must, if we wish to grow as individuals. Reflecting on the state of the world today, it is all too easy to see only tragedy, catastrophe, and insurmountable injustice. This week, Torah reminds us that the story is not yet written, not yet finished. Our sight may be limited. We may not perceive the whole of it, and we may not for many years to come. But even what feels like catastrophe does not have to be. Turning catastrophe into eucatastrophe takes courage. It takes initiative, and it takes action. Bilbo and the dwarves did not sit around in the goblin caves awaiting rescue, nor did Joseph waste away in prison, lamenting his circumstances. To the words of the wise wizard Gandalf, Tolkien teaches that all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Judaism teaches the same lesson. In Pirkei Avot, Rabbi Tarfon reminds us that it is not your responsibility to finish the work, but neither are you free to desist from it. Tolkien teaches that we have to take action. We have to make the best decisions that we can with the available information in order for eucatastrophe to find purchase. We have to try. We can't give up. We continue to fight. This week, our Torah teaches that too. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Our service continues on page 586 with Aleinu. Please rise if you're able.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המנם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Please be seated. Why should I wish to see God better than this day? I see something of God in each hour of the 24 and each moment then. In the faces of men and women I see God, and in my own face in the glass. I find letters from God dropped in the street, and everyone is signed by God's name, and I leave them where they are. For I know that wheresoever I go, others will punctually come forever and ever. We are in the first 30 days of mourning, the period of Shloshim, for Susie Rafel, Eileen Rothenberg, Paulina Motova, and Martha Kimball. Our yahrzeits this week are for Blanche Belzer, Patricia Barokas, Bernard Brower, Abraham Brochstein, Ellis Brownstein, Edith Birchman, Inga Cantor-Clausen, Sadie Eisen, Morton Eisenberg, Samuel Fetterman, Julius Fetterman, Nathan Fink, Pauline Gainey, Esther Gitterman, Almus Hirschbein, Barbara Kaplan, Estelle Klein, Ruth Klunover, Bobby Coolwin, Rita Levine, Aaron Lipsit, Sylvia Neff, Harold Rayberg, Jerry Rudd, David Sack, Gail Saney, Sadie Silberstein, Dorothy Silverman, Lucille Spring, Samuel Taubman, Lola Taubman, Richard Richard Vermeulen, and Esther Zekic. If there are other names to be added to our list for morning, please do so as my eyes meet yours. For all of those mentioned, for all of those who go unmentioned, and for all of those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we rise, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma tivarach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon, u'v'chayei t'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Olamei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yit'alal Shemei D'Kudusha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata T'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen Yehei Shalom Rabbah Min Shemaya V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen.
Oseh shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru Amen.
Zichronam Levracha, may their memories be forever a blessing.
Amen.
Please be seated. It's my honor to invite back to our Bima Greg Lewis for some words of welcome and brief announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, welcome to all of our members, our guests, and everyone we have on live stream as well. I'll be very brief tonight. You have a number of announcements on the back of your program on upcoming events. I encourage you to take a look at those. And I welcome you to join us at the Oneg that will be coming up here. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. That was brief. Well done. I am going to give one plug, though. Sunday at 4 at Beth Israel, Gemini is playing. Please join us. It's free, but it's by donation. We're asking for donations. All of the money will be going to help migrant families. So join us Sunday at 4 at Beth Israel, please.
That's not on the program.
That is not on the program. I know. Okay. Well, I told all of you, so, and you too, come, join us. Molly said, do we get to come up for Kiddush and Motzi? So Molly, come on up, bring Dash with you. Come on. And if anybody else wants to join us.
Do you guys want to come?
There's some, well, we won't share the juice because, germs. But
especially this time of year.
But there is challah, so there's that. So, all right. At the very beginning of everything, when God created the heaven and the earth, God made a separation between the sea above and the sea below, and God planted plants in the earth and put the sun and the moon and the stars in the sea above, and then put the fish and sea monsters in the sea below. It says so. I'm serious. It says
it does say sea monsters.
It does. In the Torah, in the creation, it says sea monsters. Serious. You have to, study Torah to know these things, though. Sea monsters in the sea below, and then the flying creatures in the sea above, and then created all the creepy crawly things that crawl all over the earth. It doesn't say it exactly like that, but it's basically
it does
that.
say creepy crawly things, though.
Yeah. Actually, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, then finally God creates us human beings at the end of the 6th day and says, now it's time to rest.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techilah lemikra kodesh zecher yitziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kitashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon Inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh Hashabbat Lechaim.
Oh yeah.
I think we can all put our hands on the challah.
Yeah. Those are probably more full of germs though than the mouth.
That's true. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
Grab some and enjoy. You can bring some back for family if you want to. Do they want some back there? It's okay.
I think the answer was, there'll be more. We'll get it ourselves.
In the social hall.
Yigdal.
Page 628.
Correct. So we'll be singing the first 2 verses and then jump all the way down to the last 2 lines. Join in for all of it. Ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Yigdal Elohim chai, v'yishtabach, nimtza ve'ein et, el metziuto, nimtza ve'ein et, el metziuto, lai lai, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, echad ve'ein yachid, ki yichudo, Delam v'gam ein sof, le'achtuto. Delam v'gam ein sof, le'achtuto. Ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. En lo demut haguf, ve'ein haguf, lo nelach elav, kedushato, lo nelach elav, kedushato. Ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Kadmon lechol davar, asher nivra, rishon ve'in reshit, le'reshito, rishon ve'in reshit, le'reshito. Ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la, ya la 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 la, Ya la 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 la. The very last two lines. Chayei olam nata b'tochenu baruch adei ad shem tehilato baruch adei ad shem tehilato. Ya la 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 ya la la ya la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Shabbat
Thank you,
shalom.
Kol Halev. Shabbat
Thank
shalom.
you, Kol Halev. Thank you, Ray.